Unbreakable Souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing really well today. Um, I wanted to hop on here and see. I'm just going to move this over just a little bit. See how everyone is doing. Um, I do have a pre-message that came through, but I'm also probably going to pull a couple of cards too. But if you're new here, welcome to the channel. If I made it to your algorithm, it's for a reason. God has brought me here for a reason. So go ahead and subscribe, and then move over to the right and hit the all button so you know when all the messages come through. This channel is basically for those who are not willing to allow life's hardships to just overcome and break them, right? This channel provides guidance, wisdom, protection, warnings, knowledge, and sometimes just a good word, right? I don't always pull cards. I have been pulling cards a little bit more lately, but I don't always pull cards. So sorry to adjust myself here, but yeah, I wanted to hop on here tonight. As I mentioned, I wanted to make sure that I get on here and do a daily, some daily guidance. So what came through just as a pre-message, I saw angel number 818, and the spiritual meaning of that is abundance and prosperity, new beginnings and positivity, spiritual awakening, change and empowerment, trust and self-confidence, financial windfall. So it's kind of been what we've been talking about, right? So we definitely, the number 8 is often associated with financial abundance. So some of y'all are about to hit it big. Some of y'all are about to get a check, or y'all maybe your finances are going to change. Maybe a promotion at work, or maybe like you got a side business or something like that. You're about to get some return on that. We've been talking about new beginnings and prosperity. So you're on the right path. Just keep going. Don't be afraid of the unknown. This is like a season of new beginnings. Also, we mentioned this as well. Some of us are having like spiritual awakening. So welcome to the club, y'all. If you've made it to this video, if I've made it to your algorithm, you're going through a spiritual awakening. And it is a interesting, lovely, informative. Look at this. Divine guidance. It is just an enlightening experience to have a spiritual awakening. So again, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the club. Also, there was like a message, like there was, some of y'all might be dreaming of like maybe, and maybe not, this isn't for everyone, but one of the pre-message, like maggots came through, which I know sounds really, really nasty, but the symbolism of maggots is to clean up that decay so that new things can come. So that things, like all the decay and all the nasty, just kind of things that don't serve you, and maggots symbolize cleaning that up to allow the new to come in. So that's a good thing. And then also red caterpillars also came to my attention today, which spiritual symbolism of a caterpillar is, again, is transformation. So we're all going through, again, the transformation, the new beginning. So that's just confirmation on that for sure. Some of y'all could be struggling with this transformation a little bit. But then some of y'all have like some real passion with what you're doing right now, or passionate about your spiritual journey, something like that. So that came through. Just make sure you you're accepting the change. You're rolling with the punches, so to speak. Ouch. Remove these candles. So I am gonna pull some cards, but before I do that, I do want to go ahead and I've already cleansed my space and kind of was drawn to this deck that I have pulled out. It's a mixed deck of the message from universe and messages of love. So that is a combined deck, 2 decks that I've combined together. So that's the deck that I'll be using. But Holy Spirit, ancestors, closest to the sun, closest to the light, spirit guides, God, I ask that you protect me as I channel this message for the collective. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. Anything else, I do not accept. No negativity, any evil energy, evil-spirited things that are sent to harm myself or the collective. I do return that to sender so strong that they don't even think about trying us again, okay? And of course with love. I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. I know, I speak, I feel, I am love. I know, I speak, I feel, I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel, I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel, I'm connected. All right, let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards. But again, I think the message today has to do with spiritual growth, transformation, and accepting that growth, accepting those changes, being adaptable. Some of y'all are clearing out the old and getting ready for the new, or you need to be. You need to be doing that if you haven't started. But for sure, your new life is just on the other side of all of this. Some of y'all also need to keep a better eye out on your spending. You're able to pay your bills. But you do want to be a little more responsible with what you're spending your money on. Just kind of making sure that if God is blessing you with money or enough funds, making sure that you're handling business, right? And not just using it for something that's not going to work for your better good. Don't be afraid to one, bet on yourself, not bet on yourself, but invest in yourself. So if there's something you've been wanting to do and you see these pop-ups like on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube that's allowing you, maybe there's like huge discounts or something like that allows you to take a course or some type of something and it's towards your purpose, that you're being shown that for a reason. So let go of fear. Just do it. Let go of the fear of failure, or the fear of something new, the fear of having to learn something new and not being the best at it. You know what I mean? So take that course. Sign up for that class. Go on that retreat. Whatever it is, invest in yourself. Because that little, and you have to get out of the mindset of lack. Some of y'all may not be taking those courses or investing in yourself because you're thinking that you don't have that money to do it, or you need to save that money for something else. Invest in yourself. Scared money don't make money, and it's not all about the money. So like, if you want a new life, if you want to make it to that next level, not necessarily financially, just overall walking in your purpose, you can't be afraid to start something new. And also, you can't sit around and wait for it to fall in your lap. I did a reading a while ago that mentioned that. You guys can go back if you want to see that. But it talks about not just sitting around looking at people accomplish their dreams and watching yours, walk right past you or just pass you by. So you do have to take the first step, and I guarantee if you take that first step, God will get you to where you're trying to go. But sometimes God wants to kind of see if you really want it, right? Like, you're asking for this, but you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything to put yourself in a position to get this. So again, if you want to be a motivational speaker or a life coach or whatever, it's something on, like, I don't know what it could be. Maybe have your own type of social media page is what I'm getting, in some way, shape, or form. Do it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what the future might bring. Don't think about what's out of your control. The media does like to kind of scare us when it comes to politics and just everything like that. So don't be afraid of all of that. Continue to walk in your purpose and just know that God's got your back, and nothing's gonna, no man, no weapon formed against you. No, nothing can, whatever, you are protected. Do you understand? So, there should be nothing stopping you from getting the life that you want to get. There's nothing that should be stopping you for that. So, some of y'all also are worried about if you do this, some people may talk about you or gossip about what you're doing. They may think that it's something that you're wanting to do is against the norm, against what people may normally feel like is like societal norms. It's not, it's against that. It's something different than that. But you're definitely wanting to do something, but it seems like maybe you feel like it's not the right time to do it, but God is telling you that it is the right time. So, and I think something deep inside of you is telling you that it's the right time as well, which is why this message is coming out. So, you think it's not the right time, but it's the right time. You know that. You've been feeling that. You've been getting those messages intuitively yourself. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need me to tell you what God has to tell you at the end of the day. I mean, we do this. I do this channel just, for confirmation, and maybe some of y'all, again, we're all on different parts of our journey, but some of y'all don't need me to tell you. Some of y'all get communication directly. You're like all the way connected. You don't need, some of y'all are a little advanced in where you are in your spiritual journey, so you know what it is. This is just confirmation. You know that now's the time. But something about what you got going on, you're trying to convince yourself that it's not the right time to do this. It's not the right time to invest in yourself. It's not the right time to make that move, to start something new. It's time. It is time. Some of y'all are distracted. You really need to focus on what's important to you and stop focusing on other people, focusing on what's important to other people. Focus on what's important to you, and that is walking in your purpose. I think that is where you are right now, collective. That's, again, why we're all on the same frequency. We're all kind of like experiencing different things, but the same things overall. So you definitely have some things coming. Like I said, it's right on the other side of this. So there's bigger and better things right now. Stop, let go of fear. Don't be afraid to, again, step into the unknown. Some of y'all could try a little harder. You're not really striving to get to that next level. Again, you're making excuses. You might be saying, now's not the right time. I have this to pay for. I have that to pay for. I have this much time that I can spend doing this, or I have to work, or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be monetary. Again, it could be just giving your time and your energy and your focus on something, but you're focusing on different things, and you're convincing yourself that those things are more important than walking in your purpose, and that is not the case. Now is the time. Focus on what's important to you, and you'll be surprised at what you shouldn't be surprised, because, again, some of y'all are so connected. You already know what's on the other side of all of this. What's on the other side of you what's on the other side of you taking that extra step. But some of y'all may be surprised at what God has in store for you. Everything is coming together for you. Everything is coming together for you. This message is meant to inspire you to take that next step, to step into the unknown, to pay that $100, even though you don't. This is also a challenge of you getting out of the lack mindset, the scarcity mindset. So a lot of y'all aren't, again, investing in yourself, but you definitely want to do that. You definitely want to do that. And some of y'all are not prioritizing self-healing. So some of y'all are are watching these videos, and once you're done watching these videos, you're going back to doing whatever you're. And this message came out yesterday as far as eating right and not really and putting other things ahead of what you're supposed of what your calling is right now. If you've had a spiritual awakening, again, 818, that represents spiritual awakening. And someone is going through a spiritual awakening, if you're going through your spiritual awakening, you know what your purpose is at this point. So if you're doing things that aren't getting you to walking into your purpose after God is calling, like God calls you to start, like we all eventually wake up. And this life experience is all about learning lessons, but we were never meant to continue. We were never meant to stay asleep. Like when our souls come back and we choose to be here and have this earthly experience. I can get deeper into that spiritual part of things, but I'm just going to keep it right there. When we decide to come on here and to learn lessons, to eventually wake up, we're not meant to be asleep. We're not meant to be stuck in this matrix. We chose to come and experience this human experience. We chose to not remember what we really are supposed to be doing because, again, we chose to be here and have this experience. Our souls chose to do that. So we're supposed to wake up and we're supposed to eventually get to where we're supposed to be. We've learned our lessons. You've learned your lesson. You know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Some of y'all are holding on to some other type of things. Some of y'all are holding on to maybe past relationships, holding on to different characteristics, different, I'm saying, hobbies are coming up, or not hobbies, but behaviors. Some of y'all are holding on to old behaviors. It's time to let that go. You're out of that karmic cycle. Like, that's, again, the transformation, the symbolism of maggots that came to me as far as cleaning up the decay and allowing something new to grow. Those karmic battles that you were having and being in that karmic cycle, like, all of that's over with. All of that's over with. This is meant to inspire you to take the next step. This message. It's meant to inspire you to take the next step. One day, and also when you least expect it, as you're walking in your purpose, when you least expect it, things are going to start to fall in place. Like, you're going to start realizing and seeing everything that you've imagined and manifested and said you wanted to do. And I mentioned this months ago in one of my readings, and I wish I could remember off the top of my head what the title of the video is, but again, it talks about my mind just went blank, just like that. There we go. So that was weird. So it talks about taking the necessary steps, and as you're taking the necessary steps, it's one step at a time. The next thing you know, you'll be where you imagined you would always want it to be, but you have to take that first step and then continue to take the steps and continue to take the steps, and next thing you know, you'll be where you always wanted to be. And God is guiding you, and your spirit guides are guiding you. Your ancestors are walking with, like, everybody. You have a strong spiritual team. Strong spiritual team. Just have faith that everything will work out fine. Things are definitely going to be turning in your favor, if they haven't already. We're blessed right now, collective. Like, right now as a collective, we're all just very blessed, and it's some of us we're like slowly but surely seeing the impact of the forward moving steps that we're taking, but we're definitely seeing things that are aligning with our purpose, seeing things that are aligning with the things with the steps that we need to take in order to walk in our purpose. Like, God is just kind of laying things out in front of us. So it's time to get excited again because things are about to get very interesting for you. And some of y'all are worried about people walking away from you if you begin to walk in this purpose and really change your behaviors and 100% walk in the path that you're wanting to do. You're afraid of gossip. You're afraid of people walking away. If they want to walk away, let them walk away. It's for a reason. They don't even know they're being used. They're not walking away. They think they're walking away, but they're actually being escorted out of your life so that others can come in that are aligned with you and your purpose and what you're wanting to do. Those people aren't meant to be in your life at this time. Oh. Bigger and better things are coming for you. I mentioned that already. Just trust the process. Trust the process. Love is coming. If you guys feel like you've been stressed lately, that's coming to an end. Your finances are about to be healed. Your financial issues are about to be healed. Miracles are really about to start happening in your life, but you're healing right now. Everything is just, every part of you is being healed right now. Bravo, good for you. Again, don't wait on your healing. If you have an opportunity to maybe find a mentor or some type of spiritual life coach that can kind of help you through this healing process, don't wait on that. Hop on that now. Now's the time. Someone's having a hard time reading you. Like somebody's having a hard time. Maybe at one point people were like able to read you better, and like I think you're being more reserved. You're being more of a stoic, meaning that you're more so watching and listening than just kind of being overly talkative, like you're not oversharing anymore. Some people may feel like they have a hard time reading you, and maybe that you're hiding something, you're not being transparent. Yeah. But don't rush through your healing. Like I feel like some of y'all are trying to skip steps and really rush through your healing. Don't rush. That means that you're not listening to your guides. Make sure that you're not rushing. And give it your all. You want to make sure you are being transparent with yourself. Y'all are single. Some of y'all are single out here because you're on this healing journey and you do not regret being single. Some of y'all are choosing to be single right now. And that's not going to change for a while. I think some of y'all are going to be single for a little while. Just while you're on this healing journey and becoming your best self. Yeah, you're literally focusing on yourself when it comes to companionship like that. There are people who want you to be theirs, though. There are people who want to be with you. There is someone who wants to be with you, maybe multiple people, maybe you got a roster, I don't know. Some people want you to stop. Like I think right now you really aren't You really are, like, some of the people that want to be with you, or for some of y'all, somebody wants to be with you from your past and they want you to stop doubting the potential that y'all could have in the future. They probably have apologized, but you're really, they don't feel like you're 100% forgiving them. Like, you've forgiven them, but you haven't forgotten, and so you're a little standoffish when it comes to them. They want you to be a little more approachable. They want you to be that easygoing person you used to be before you had your awakening. And this part of this can be a little lonely, but you're not alone. You're being guided. You're not alone through this process. You're not alone through this process at all. Just remember that. You are not alone. When y'all are learning something new, like I mentioned, take that course if you haven't already taken the course. But some of y'all are learning how to, I'm hearing manifest. Some of y'all might be drawing or doing vision boards, or doodling, or kind of getting lost in your imagination, which is a good thing. Continue to do that. But make sure when you're doing that, you're only thinking of bright and happy thoughts, positive thoughts. When it comes to success, you shouldn't have any insecurities about it. When you let the doubts and insecurities stand in your way, that's just proving that you are not walking by faith and not by sight, right? So just continue to try to have that faith and believe that everything is good. There's no need to be insecure or stressed out about anything. The past is behind you now, so it could be something from your past. This change, this awakening may be a little uncomfortable for some of y'all, but that's proof of growth. I'm not seeing that you're wanting to be in a relationship at all right now. This new journey, this new path that you're going down, like the struggle, the towers, the burdens, all of that is over with. It's over with. That time, that timing and everything like that, as far as being on that type of, in that type of cycle, in that type of energy, that's over with. It's not the time for that anymore. Not all storms are meant to destroy you. Some come to clear your path. So again, remember that. If you do feel stressed, or some things I mentioned in my last reading, someone was feeling like a little stressed about finances and things like that. People walking out of your life, it looks like you're, there's fear of like there's a lot of it feels like your life maybe be like that's so funny. Right now it feels like your life is probably there's a lot of change. There's a lot of stuff happening right now, right, as far as part of this transformation. Just know that this isn't a tower. This is a learning moment. I mentioned that in one of my other readings as well. If you're new here, the way that I do my readings and my messages, it's like an ongoing conversation. We're all going through different things. Yes, different messages are for different people, but something came through last night. And I don't really like to get into like religion or anything like that, but I'll say this little piece, and if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. I'm not here to debate with somebody else. But something came through last night. My mind was clear, very just sound. I was of sound mind when this came through, and it was a message about the Bible. And some of y'all might be dealing with people who are super religious, which is fine. Christians. I was raised Christian. Have a lot of Christian friends and family. But the Bible, it's kind of like the Bible, right? So those stories in the Bible, some people read those verbatim and really believe like those things actually happened specifically, and then some people interpret the Bible as fables and stories to explain a lesson for people to like learn. It's kind of like, one day Sally touched the stove. When Sally touched the stove was hot and she burned her finger. You know what I mean? So the lesson is, don't touch the stove. So in the Bible, there's a lot of lessons like that, right? I don't know all the books. I don't know all the verses, so I'm not going to get into that. But this channel, getting back to what I was trying to say, it's kind of like that, right? So there's different messages, but there's always a lesson in that message, whether it resonates with you or not. There is always an underlining message that comes through. So with that being said, I don't know where I was going with that. I feel like some of y'all are distracted. I'm feeling very distracted right now, and I'm really trying to keep the rhythm of this reading going. But you may be distracted because someone keeps trying to implement or try to explain to you that they need you. Like, you may be distracted by things or by people that keep insisting that they need you. They need your attention. They need, like, some of y'all are very distracted. So much so that when you start to start doing something that's going to teach you something or help you move into a different direction, there's something that's always popping up that's distracting you. And I think it could be somebody that has a love interest in you. So be careful with that. Again, it's someone that, it may be the person that, like I said, you have people that want to be with you, that wish you were theirs, that wish, you focused and spent more time with them. So I feel like that's a distraction for you right now. You're definitely distracted by someone that's saying that they need you, or at least acting like they need you. They may not be saying it, but they're definitely acting like it. And it's someone from your past for sure. And this person has you reminiscing and just thinking about the good old times and the good old days. Don't get distracted by that. Live in the present. Don't even live in the past. Just live in the present. This person, may be wanting to, y'all may have done something in the past, but I don't think that there's any type of sexual energy here. Maybe you kind of already know, like, this person is on some BS. You're confident now, like you're not even. It's like this person, you may have given this person a chance in that regard prior to this, but now it's like we were in like an insecure type of energy, a low vibrational energy. You're no longer that. You're confident now. And you don't trust this person. You don't trust this person. You don't trust starting a new beginning with this person. You're thinking about think you're contemplating. Sometimes you're daydreaming. Sometimes you're thinking about the situation, how it was before. You're not gonna make. You're saying I'm not making that mistake again, because you're sitting around, like you're reminiscing and y'all talking about it and like some of the good parts, and then you think like, I'm not making that mistake again. You're more cautious now. You're more cautious. You're more again awake. You're more confident in as far as knowing your worth and knowing what you want to put up with. You're saying you're not making that mistake again. You're saying this new beginning with this. If I give you another chance, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna be successful. I mean, you don't have any problem moving on from this situation. You're super confident right now. I think, and you're communicating this. You're being very clear, whether it's with your verbal communication or you're just kind of showing them by just like not having sex with them, not showing any type of sexual energy towards them like you used to, and things like that. However you're communicating, it's very clear. It's very clear that you've grown since the last time y'all were together. And you're getting signs and synchronicities. You're being guided by your guides, and you're just you're definitely trusting your intuition. You're divinely protected from all the nonsense. Yeah, this new chapter in your life is going to require you to think differently and to be different. You're communicating that change somehow, some way, whether you're saying it or I said somehow, some way, whether you're saying it, it said unspoken. You're showing them by your actions. Okay, because what? So you're communicating this through your actions. It's very clear. Like, it's very clear. I'm hearing this person may not have even stepped to you, but they do miss you. They do miss the old you, and they want to send you a message of love. They want to be back together with you. They want to cuddle with you at night again. They want to be close. But they're not seeing any signs of success in that aspect of your relationship. I don't think y'all are like in a bad situation, but you're not looking at them like that. You're on a self health, wealth journey. Like you're just working on yourself right now. You're not even really focused on that. Anything that's going to drain you or burden you down in that past relationship was very draining. Very and something about that past relationship was not a divine connection. It wasn't protected by your spirit team, meaning that they didn't want you to be with that person anyways, which is why y'all aren't together anymore, no matter how long you guys were together. And no matter how long y'all were together before, it wasn't a union that your guides and your spirit team wanted you to be in. Whatever you're communicating, it's communicating like there's no expectation of any. Like, if you were to consider this again, they would be very surprised. They don't have any expectations. Again, this is not a divinely connected union. So whatever comes from that, don't expect any type of divine guidance coming through that. When like you'll be stuck in a karmic toxic cycle again. And this time apart isn't like a time for y'all to be apart and get like, this is for somebody, because some of y'all are being divinely guided to get back with some people from your past, but this is for someone else. Again, everyone has different situations. If it doesn't resonate, leave it where it is. But for this particular message, whoever this is in your past, this is not a divine union. This time apart is not for y'all to come back together. It's not a twin flame. You'll have other opportunities knocking at your door, and it's gonna be going to be different. It's going to be much different. Your debt's going to be wiped clean. Bills are going to be paid in full. Like, finances are about to change. It's going to be a spark of something new. You're going to be celebrating very soon. And this, whatever this you're going to be celebrating is not meant to be with this person that we were talking about here. Yeah. I don't want to tell y'all what to do, but I'm going to tell you guys what the cards are saying. It's going backwards. I'll just say that. If you were to choose to go back down that other path, you'll be going backwards. Right now you're moving forward to getting your new beginning and everything like that. If you go backwards, you'll literally be going backwards in every step and every piece of progress that you've done so far in your healing and your awakening. And I think you know that. I think you know that if you go backwards, that's going to stall your blessings, because what you're supposed to get is not supposed to be with this person that is here that wants you. This is for somebody, not for everybody. There's just the other day I did a reading, and whoever that reading was for, this person, God was saying to show this person compassion and empathy and to give them another chance. This is a different reading. This is for somebody else in the class, y'all. If it doesn't resonate, leave it alone. This is for somebody else in the class. If this I'm not going back and forth. I'm not giving inconsistent readings. It's just for somebody else. Some of y'all got a message saying to give somebody a chance. This is for somebody else. Some other people are in different situations, dealing with different type of people. Just want to make that clear. Give me more on this. Somebody might propose. Somebody might propose. Somebody might build up the nerve to propose to you, collective. Or, if you're a man, like, you've questioned making this, like, this could have been someone that you thought about making your wife, your wife. Like, you may have thought about proposing to this person, and before you were like sure of it, you just knew that this person was it, and then something could have happened. Like I mentioned, you're not with this person anymore, so now it's like you're kind of like, I'm not about to even risk that. Like, something about it makes you pause of even the consideration. Maybe this woman is talking about, y'all are reminiscing, and we'd have a good family, and we should, and it all sounds good because y'all have been spending time apart, but this is not your person. Somehow, some way, something's being said to where you feel a little stuck in this situation, or you haven't quite cut the ties 100%. Could be because of kids, it could be because of something else. But if you want to be more successful in your life, you have to prioritize whatever's, you have to prioritize the things that are going to get you to where you need to go, and get you to where you're wanting to go. You're different. There's no way that you can compare yourself to anyone else. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anyone else, because everyone has a different journey. If you do that, it'll make you doubt yourself, of course, because everyone is at different levels. Or, it may give you Just focus on your life. Focus on what's going on in your life. Don't look at anybody else's. Just know that the worst is behind you. Know that the worst is behind you. Okay. Well, it looks like I mentioned the worst is behind you. You've got some serious love coming in front of you, which we knew. And it's a promise. It's a promise of love. It's a promise of, this is a divine connection here. You're not even going to question it. You're not going to question this at all. Or this person may try to promise you love this time around. This person may try to convince you not to question yourself. But I don't think you're questioning yourself, but this person may be maybe trying to get you to really convince you that the love will be different. But again, this is not your twin flame. Just know what is meant for you will not pass you by. So if this person's giving you an ultimatum to be with them or to take things to the next level, or if you don't, some type of like, if we don't move forward, you're gonna lose me forever type of situation is what I'm hearing right now. Maybe that's a little bit of what you're afraid of, like losing them 100%. Maybe y'all were friends before this, or as y'all were together, y'all were friends. But things just didn't work out. I'm hearing that the divine love that you're supposed to have, it's gonna take a little minute. It's not gonna be. It's too quick. It's this. If you feel like you're being love bombed or something like that, or there's someone in your life that's like offering you a promise of love. Nah, this has to marinate a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's too quick in the process. So don't be fooled by that. By the false promises. Again, it's not a divine union. And don't question your intuition. Slow down. Make sure you take your time. Take your time. What's the rush? And it's gonna be hard to like, because you're vibrating so high, you're gonna start getting people that are super attracted to you, that are gonna be reaching out to you, and it's gonna feel like tough times. But again, before you know it, because you got other things that you're supposed to be doing, like you're everything will happen in divine timing. That's including love. But we got other things to worry about, right? We're working on our brand. We're on our rags to riches story. And that was supposed to be done solo. If you guys haven't seen that video, check out my rags to riches video. Now that's a title I can remember, but go back and watch that. And all of this will make sense, because you may have some people in your life right now, collective, that you feel is really a divine connection and there's a deep love and they're like in the clouds right now, but nah, I'm seeing that it's too soon. Too soon. Slow down, and you'll be surprised and how grateful how everything happened the way that it did for you to receive better and greater. It'll all add up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. I think some of y'all don't want to start over, but it's time to start over, so that you can get what you want. can get the vulnerability. You can get the love you want. I think some of y'all also are, or someone's opening up about their flaws, or about they're really apologizing about how they weren't their best self when they were with you, when they were dealing with you. But this person is not sorry, and they don't plan on changing. Take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates. Because the next phase of this is going to be, it's time to get excited. Like, God needs you to get excited again. And it's not going to be temporary. It's going to be going forward. This next phase that you have is going to be spiritual wealth. It's going to be long-lasting abundance. And some of y'all feel like you're not in that energy, right? You guys, some of y'all feel like you're separated from living the life that you want to live, but all of that's an illusion. You're in that energy right now. Just start doing it. Just start, again, taking the courses. Start dressing the way you want to dress, looking the way you want to look, acting the way you want to act, living the way you want to live. However it is, start it. You're in it now. It's an illusion if you think you're separate from, if you think like, okay, in 5 years I'm going to be this, or I'm like, no, you're in it now. And any type of separation that you feel from that is an illusion. It's time to start doing things differently. You can't do the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down the street you've never walked before. I know that's right. You'll be surprised. You're going to be very busy. And some people are going to be very surprised at your come up, at your glow up, to where they're going to be like having a hard time sleeping at night. Hard time focusing on what's important to them. Like, something about your success brings them worry. That's weird. You're guided. You're no longer lost. You're no longer confused. You are 100% connected. 100% connected. Some of you are keeping something quiet, though. Something that you're keeping quiet, that you're doing behind the scenes. You're keeping quiet because you don't want anyone to like ruin, like to kind of impede on your positive thinking. Because not everyone's going to have the same passion and the same drive as you're going to have about the steps that you're about to start taking. That's where people are going to start gossiping and spreading rumors about you, but don't fall for whatever they're saying. Just, it doesn't matter what people say about you. What do you know about you? Who do you know you are? It doesn't matter what people are gossiping and saying about you. So don't worry about that. Don't fall for it. No one's worth lowering your vibration over. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. As I mentioned, something about your success is bringing someone else worry and sleepless nights. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about you. I think they're thinking about the opportunity that they missed with you. They made some choices that they regret. They're thinking about them now. And they're realizing whatever they're going through, whatever emotional turmoil they're going through, whatever sleepless nights and worries and anxiety, like they're going through a lot of stuff. Whatever this is, they're realizing that this is a learning opportunity for them, or that they're going through some type of lessons. But they're definitely not afraid to tell you that they love you now. That's for sure. But that chapter in your life is coming to an end. But rest assured, beautiful things are coming. You just have to continue. You have to follow what makes you happy. Follow what sits in like if you're doing something and you feel at peace and you feel happy and it brings this energy to your body, then that's what you should be doing. Anything else that's low vibrational, where you feel like it's just like it doesn't put you in a super like upbeat feeling, then that's not following your bliss. That's not following what makes you happy. The delays are over, because what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. It's already here. But try not to dwell on that past too much. A lot of y'all are dwelling on the past. Someone doesn't want you to let them go. And they don't like that you're on a healing journey right now. Again, they want you to show them more attention. They want to be a part of they want you to be their world, and they want to be your world. They want to be back with you. I think when you were with them, you were there. They were your world, right? You did everything for them. And now it's just like, all right, I'm on a healing journey, and that stuff is different now. So yeah, again, spiritual growth, transformation, acceptance of change. Things are changing, especially in your love life, apparently, for some of y'all. So take that how that resonates. I'm going to take one angel number, and then we're going to call it a day. Call it a day after this. New beginnings and positivity. New beginnings. Trust yourself. You're confident now. There's self-confidence. A financial windfall is a combination of 1 and 8. Experience major financial gain or abundance in your life. Like, expect that. And this part is hard. This is a struggle. It's a lonely, lonely journey. So, but it's a transformative journey. It's transformative. This is a good reading. By you following what makes you happy, following what you're being called to do, that's empowering you. That's showing people that you're changing. Again, you're communicating quite a bit about what you're on and what you're willing to even entertain. And that's just you probably at this point have a sense of empowerment. This change is giving you a sense of empowerment. 0303, taking chances, success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them, and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance, and take risks and opportunities that could change your life for the better. 0303. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Some of y'all may have seen 444 recently. At the bottom of the deck is 0404, which is 8. Slow down. Balance. Power struggle. Force. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly, and keep healthy boundaries. Which we talked about that. Spirit, personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. I can't even get this out. Your surrounding will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. That's the reading, and I provide it with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. Remain unbreakable. And until next time, bye.